Hello, Consciously Parenting family, and welcome to the Conscious Coffee Break. I'm Jen Kobrick. I'm a holistic family consultant with the Consciously Parenting Project, and today we are talking about asking why. And I don't mean about when toddlers get in the why phase and ask why about everything. I'm talking about us as the adults asking why, and specifically asking why when things are challenging or when we feel like we're stuck somewhere. So this is not just a simple asking why. This is about layers of asking why. So when we feel like something is a requirement and we have no choice about it, or when we are having a big emotional reaction about it, or we feel triggered, or we feel like we should be doing something that we're not, or shouldn't be doing something that we are. Those are all clues that something that is happening or that we're doing is out of alignment with our ideals and intentions. And so this process of asking why is one way to dig into that and to figure out where that disconnect is so that we can make an intentional choice that is in alignment with our internal guidance. So that is a whole complicated way of saying that when something feels hard or difficult or not right, we can ask why. So depending on the situation, we can ask, why is this hard? Why am I resisting doing this? Why do I think I should do this? Why do I want to do this? Why am I having this impulse or this urge? Can be the starting question. And then whatever the answer is, because I read it in a book, because my child wants me to, because my mom said something, because if I don't, I'll be a bad mom, because I'm going to lose my mind if I don't do this. Whatever we get back from ourselves as that first answer, we ask why again. Why am I going to lose my mind if I don't do this? Why did my mom say that? Why did that stick out at me of all the things that I've read? Why do I think I should do that? And then we're likely to start to get into a little bit more of an interesting answer here. So we might get back answers like, because I'm afraid my child won't turn out okay, because I'm afraid for somebody's safety, because my own needs have not been met in a big way for a long time, because it sounded like it would be easy, because everybody else is doing it, and many more possibilities. The further down we go in these layers of why, the more range of possible answers there is. So I'm giving some of the ones that have come up for me or that I've heard most frequently from other parents. So then again, we're going to ask why again, at least 3 times total that we're going to ask why. 5 is even better. So this next round of why, why do I think I need to do it if everybody else is? Why is everybody else doing it? Why do I think that that's the only way to keep my child safe? Why, or why am I concerned about their safety in this situation? Why haven't my needs been met for so long? So we keep asking why. And as we dig down further and further, we're likely to hit a point where we hit something that has some emotional charge to it. And so it may feel like you need to cry, or you need to move your body, shake it out, run around. It may feel like you need to call somebody and talk about it. It may feel good to journal about it. But when we get down to a layer that kind of feels like it hits home or has some emotional charge to it, that's a clue that we're getting into the basic motivation for whatever the thing is. The piece that needs to be healed or processed or integrated or understood, the piece that needs some space. And so it's important that we listen to that emotional charge. And certainly if it feels too intense or too big, then don't jump into it, or get some support before you jump into it. But whatever that is, whatever is there at the base of all these layers of why, when we give it some space and we gain some perspective and some insight about why it's so emotionally charged, where that comes from, what in our history it's about, if it is attached to some basic need not being met at some point, either in the present or in the past, that's where we can start to shift the stories, the patterns, get needs met. And as we shift that basic motivation, then all of the pieces on top of it shift as well, right? If all of this, is a stack of cards built on this foundation, we shift the foundation and the cards fall. So the goal of this exercise is to get down to a layer where there is something that needs to be looked at, and then to look at it and process it with as much support as we need to be able to do that safely. And then from there, we can reconstruct what we want that to look like with intention and purpose in our lives, instead of reacting out of this, basic emotional place that we aren't even aware of being engaged in that situation. So I hope that this makes sense and is helpful to you. As always, you can put comments and questions in the comment field. Please share us so we can reach more families who need to hear this. And when it comes to support, because exploring these deep things is definitely something that is best done with support. We have a free community group on Facebook, Consciously Parenting Community, as well as if you send us a message, we can get you connected with other more individualized types of support depending on what your needs are. So have a great week, and I will see you on the next Conscious Coffee Break.